Hello, everybody. I have done a presentation for you all as and when you get those clients that come forward and say, I want to go to the Maldives, which is where we're going tonight. I'm taking you to the Maldives. A few different reasons. It's such a diverse area. It's quite strange for some people that an island is a hotel. Obviously, you're going towards the other side of the world from here. It's not really somewhere that people will go year in, year out. So, something really luxurious, maybe something once in a lifetime, very, um, bucket list type of destination. So, exploring the Maldives. Absolutely lovely. Welcome to the Maldives, a tropical paradise, which I think we can all agree that's exactly what that photograph is. So, the Maldives within the Indian Ocean, some people do not even necessarily know where it is. They just know that they want to go. Famed for its idyllic landscapes, including pristine sandy white beaches, azure lagoons, a rich marine biodiversity. This destination is not just beautiful, but also offers a unique blend of luxury and adventure. So, what is the Maldives known for? Probably that photograph right there. Probably sums the Maldives up perfectly. So, very much known for the pristine white sandy beaches. And they do, of course, cover each and every island. So for those of you that, or those clients that really are wanting that postcard kind of imagery, I mean, without a doubt, the Maldives ticks that box time and time again. The other reason or one of the other reasons that the Maldives is actually really well known is for its overwater bungalows. Luxury overwater bungalows, an exclusive experience, allowing guests to stay, of course, directly above the water. 9 times out of 10, they can actually make their way into the ocean from their own private room there. You can just see, I mean, who wouldn't want to just go and sit and chill out somewhere like that? And you do genuinely get people that want to go to places like the Maldives simply to stay in something like this. And that is it. I want to go because I want to stay in an overwater bungalow. The diving and the snorkeling, of course, it really is a paradise for divers. It's got some of the world's best diving and snorkeling spots. And of course, team that with the coral reefs, the diverse marine life. Again, just sort of picture perfect, really. The culture and the hospitality. So it's characterized by its rich history, influenced by various civilizations, and really warm hospitality, making visitors really, really feel at home and putting them at ease from the minute they land. Of course, the natural beauty, the natural tranquility of it all is very much what it's known for. It does have quite a lot of greenery. It's not all just sort of beach and that's that. The coral reefs, the greenery, it really is a place for R&R. If that's what if you've got a client and that's what they're after, send them to the Maldives. And of course, diverse activities and experiences. So it isn't just, oh, well, you're going to go and see some fish and then you're going to go and sit in the sea. You've got cruises, you've got island hopping, you've got parasailing, windsurfing as they're doing there, your spas, all that kind of thing as well. Shark diving. There's a lot more than what I think people realise there is. And some of those things, so your jet skiing adventures, your parasailing experiences, your local island exploration. So, like I say, you can go island hopping. So they're not all of the islands have got, a big 5-star hotel plunked on them, and that's that. Some of them are still very, very traditional, not taken over by tourists at all. Your spa treatments, your snorkeling excursions. Now, I've put snorkeling excursions. You can, of course, do this on your own, no problem at all. The hotels have jetties and things like that. But if you have clients that are wanting to go and see specific marine life and what have you, then of course there are excursions that can take you to specific areas that are known to house certain types of fish and marine lives, etc. And then just a little bit of an overview. So the Maldives is made up of 26 atolls, each hosting a variety of islands that cater to different preferences and different experiences. So you may come across hotels that will say South Ari Atoll, North Atoll. That isn't the name of the island. It's the area, if you like, that it is set within. And then, of course, the luxury resorts. Now, it's not all five-star luxury. You certainly can do the Maldives more so on a budget. But I do tend to think that when people are traveling to this kind of area, they kind of put their all into it and become a sort of more upscale traveller. As I say, there is budget-friendly options. There isn't as many, but it does give clients and it does give travellers the opportunity to be able to experience more of the local side of things, because you don't tend to find that they're necessarily all inclusive if you're on more of what I've put as a budget friendly option. So they're going to be out and about a lot more. And of course, as I've just said, the unique experiences as well. Secluded retreats, there is family friendly, there is actually hotels that will host things like parties with DJs and things like that. So you really can again tailor it to what your client is after. So just a couple of luxury resort options. Excuse me. The Lux South Ari Atoll. So the Lux Hotel, and it's in the South Ari Atoll. I hope that makes sense. So this is a luxurious five-star resort. It's got 8 restaurants. It's got the world's only year-round shark aggregation site, a Forbes 4-star rated world-class spa. So for anybody who doesn't know, Forbes is a big American, you will have heard of it, Forbes Rich List and Forbes top hotel in the world and all that kind of thing. So it is 4-star rated world-class spa within this hotel. It is family friendly and it has got rooms with private infinity pools. That photograph there, although for some reason has come out slightly blurry, is just one room, believe it or not. The Villar Private Island. So the reason I've put this on there is that it is host to the Maldives' first troon golf course and snow room. Now, if you've got anybody who's very much into the golf and what have you, then this will be a huge, huge box to tick for them. It's also got the nation's largest wine collection. It is ultra all-inclusive, ultra deluxe, all pool villas. So although that there is like a shared communal pool, each accommodation has got its own pool. They're all villas. Boredom is impossible. It's got yachts. It's got its own private, all singing, all dancing, water sport toys. And you can see where I'm going with this kind of property, I think, can't you? The sustainability initiatives. So a lot of the luxury resorts are committed to sustainability, offering eco-friendly practices and experiences that allow guests to connect with nature. And apologies, I've got those two the wrong way round. This should have been the next slide. I do apologize. The Conrad Maldives Rangali Island. So this hotel has twice been voted the best hotel in the world. It is a luxury, again, Maldives resort. Perfect escape. 12 restaurants, including, as you can see there, an underwater restaurant. It does also have, I haven't put it on here, does also have underwater suites. So just as you can see there with the restaurant, They do also have rooms that are submerged as well. It's got a water sports centre, it does sunset cruises, coral reef. I mean, it just sort of says it all. Twice voted best hotel in the world. And then a couple of budget friendly options. I haven't put names of accommodations down. Now, the reason I haven't put names of accommodations down is that they have really, really funky names, first of all, and trying to repeat them is just impossible. But what I will tell you is that places like, tour operators such as JTA, they have quite a large range. It's really worth going to look at them if you have clients that want more of this side of it. So you're not going to necessarily get the all singing, all dancing, all inclusive. It is going to be more getting out and about, obviously experiencing a lot more from the local side of things. But what I will say in advance to anybody who doesn't know already, that as everything, of course, should I say everything? As so much is imported, there are things out in the Maldives that are very, very expensive. Alcohol being one of them. So that is just something to bear in mind if you've got clients that are looking for more of this kind of things with the Maldives. So these resorts prioritize affordability while ensuring that guests enjoy a pleasant stay. So many will still have the essentials that are needed, but not all of them. So it is this kind of thing, you know, the Wi-Fi, the aircon, all that sort of thing that you really do need to read up on and look into before you just offer it as an option. Now, of course, again, they are going to be getting out more and more. If you are, I mean, you could do this anyway, of course, no matter where you're staying. But just to give you an idea on some of the local food, so traditional meals such as mazroshi, which is a tuna stuffed chapati, and it gives people opportunities to be able to engage more so within the community. It's enhancing the travel experience. It's doing it, of course, on more of a budget. And these are the kind of things that your clients are going to come across more so if this is the kind of option that they are choosing. Many budget resorts are located on inhabited islands, meaning that you really are more amongst the local way of living, is probably the best way to put that. And then some unique experiences that define the Maldives. So it does, of course, offer unforgettable experiences, and it really does make it stand out as a travel destination. From dining beneath the sea, witnessing dolphins at sunset, you really can engage with nature in extraordinary ways in somewhere like the Maldives. Rich marine biodiversity allows for exceptional snorkeling and diving adventures, showcasing vibrant coral reefs and unique underwater ecosystems. And the best time to travel to the Maldives. So November through to April is where your dry and sunny weather, or mainly your dry and sunny weather is, which obviously for a tourism side of things, that is where that's where the Maldives are going to be busier. Maybe comes at a higher cost because everything that you're going to wish to do is going to be much easier and much more accessible to do. Throughout May to October, that is classed as their monsoon season. Can bring down the rain and the wind. If you've been anywhere sort of either this side of the world or like the Caribbean side of the world, maybe not the best time, and you get those really, really sharp rainfalls, sort of thunderstorms, whatever, and then it just dries up and disappears. This is sort of what you're looking at between May to October. Now, of course, it does mean that it's quieter and will probably mean that your prices are better as well. And some travel tips. So pack light. Now, the reason I've put that there, that won't be for everybody, but the lighter you pack, the easier it's going to be if you are sort of island hopping and things like that, and maybe staying in more than one or on more than one island. So try and pack light. Respect the local customs. Now, whatever they may be, just understanding them, respecting, it just gives off the right attitude, and also it brings the right attitude back to you from the local people as well. Um, Consider your travel insurance prior to departure. And what I mean by that is jet skis aren't usually covered with travel insurance, so you may get one ride on a jet ski that's covered. Diving and snorkeling. Although obviously we don't sell that insurance, we absolutely can give clients this kind of information. Please ensure that you are explaining to them how important it is to consider what is included within their travel insurance. Of course, staying hydrated. You are surrounded by sea air. You're in and out of the sea, dries everything up, and it's hot and it's humid. And if you've got that nice, gorgeous breeze, which you probably tend to find that you get, you don't even necessarily realize how dehydrated you are getting, which of course goes hand in hand with using your sunscreen. Health and safety guidance. There isn't really anything in the way of government website or anything like that. So again, it's just really what I've just spoken about there. Local regulations, knowing their practices, keeping yourself hydrated, applying your sun cream as often as possible. These sound so silly, but you'll be surprised at how many people think, oh, there's a few clouds in the sky. Oh, there's a little bit of a breeze. And oh, I'm constantly actually face down in the water snorkeling, not realizing that my back's getting third-degree burns. Places like this is where it happens the most. It sounds silly, but I just have to put it in there. And finally, a diverse paradise. That is exactly what the Maldives is. Unparalleled beauty, range of experiences. Um, for those thinking of the underwater restaurant, there is more than one. There isn't just the one at the Conrad Hotel. I think there's probably 5 or 6 different options of underwater dinings. You don't have to be staying at the hotels. You can book them and they will come along, depending on where you're staying, come along, pick you up in a speedboat and take you to the underwater dining experience. And that is the end of the presentation. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's a bit of a strange one doing a presentation on the Maldives because there's so many islands, there's so many sort of diversities and USPs with each hotel and each island. You could go on for days and days. So I've just done a little bit more of an overview. Obviously, it's also a really good place to twin with Thailand or Dubai or places like that. It's well worth, if you've got somebody who's flying with Emirates to the Maldives, they're going to be stopping in Dubai anyway. May only be for a couple of hours, etc. Offer it. Offer it. Do you know what? Let's twin you up. You go into the Maldives, let's start you off in Dubai. Either which way, it's a great place. You don't have to just do the Maldives. Plenty of other options to twin it up with or multi-center it up with. The other thing to bear in mind, never really a good idea to book the Maldives separately, because when it comes to, everybody flies into Malé, which is the main island, the capital, and from there, depending on where your island is located, you may be getting on a speedboat, you may be getting on a seaplane. None of those things are going to be included if you start booking separate flights, separate hotels, and I'll tell you, some of them really can be costly as well. So I do believe that sticking with packages with, we've got gold medal, JTA to it, etc., is kind of the way forward. Doesn't mean it can't be done. It's just something that you need to bear in mind. Once you hit that island, you need to get off it and you need to get to your hotel. It may well be a seaplane that you need, and I'm sure you can imagine they're not going to be £20 return. So yeah, that would be my best advice for actually booking somewhere like the Maldives. Just do a bit of research as well. If you will find some islands that maybe have 2 restaurants, that's not going to suit everybody. You will also have a lot of islands that have like a barefoot policy won't necessarily suit all people. And the other top tip is to make sure your clients are aware that a lot of the hotels are outdoor bathrooms in one way or another. Might just be the shower or something like that, but a lot of them do have it. Very romantic for some, probably hell on earth for others. So I hope you've enjoyed the presentation. Again, I don't expect you to be walking away from these kind of trainings and thinking that you know everything about them. That's not why I do them. Just want you to be more confident, have a little bit of trust in the destination. If someone does come along and say, I want to go here, just being able to pick out a few things and just having that little bit of insight to think, I can do this. I know where to go. I know what I've picked out. I know that this can be done. I heard this in the presentation, etc. So yes, thank you very much, everybody. And I shall see you in a couple of days. Bye.